Hey dancers! Being a dance teacher is one of the most beautiful positions because this is where is given transmission and enlightenment. But it can also start to become a place where subconsciously you are seeking to meet your emotional needs instead of being really focusing on your student growth. If you want to know what I'm talking about, stay tuned. Hello creative souls, welcome to this sanctuary where you can transform your dance and soul and speak your authentic voice. I am Chandini, I am a dancer and I am the founder of the Temple of Flow app. Because if you felt very alone in your dance career, if you felt like not being supported, and most of the time you think like you have to fit to the industry expectation, when you come to my app, when you start my free space with all this all new free training, you will understand why it was not working for you. You will understand why your dance career is not really exactly what you want, why you feel like you have to fit, there is so much pressure, and then sometimes you find yourself procrastinate. You will understand why all of that, because this system, those formula was never meant for you. They are general and they are not there to fit your needs, your lifestyle, your artistry. And if you want to go further and really rewrite your dance career top to bottom, in your most full authentic voice, being authentic, doing exactly what you love, getting paid for it, not hustling more, not burning out, just enjoying your dance career, your business, but also have time for your family and all your priorities in life. My membership is there inside the Temple of Flow. It's called Activated. It's a monthly payment. Join anytime, cancel anytime. You can consume all the course at your own speed. And know that if you are living in India, there is a special rate for you. So DM me or drop me an email and I will send you the private link. So if you want to join my Temple of Flow app, the link is in the description below. And I can tell you that it will change the way you are operating your dance career. And I created this app because inside there is everything I wish someone told me. I wish that someone guided me like that, but I didn't have this. So I became my own mentor, I would say, and now I'm helping you to really have your dance career on your term. And like I love to say, I am not here to control you. I am not even here to really guide you. I will say I am here to reveal you, to reveal the dancer you're meant to be, the human, the businessman, the person you are dreaming to be in your life. So with that said, I prepared again another very spicy topic today, and I know that it's maybe going to be triggering some of you, but listen carefully to what I'm going to say, and I will have, of course, a disclaimer. So when being a dance teacher start to be a place of trauma instead of transmission. Have you ever been in a dance class where you felt that your mentor, your teacher, was more focused on trying to prove themselves than really looking at your growth? You felt they were more there to prove themselves rather than helping you achieve what you wanted. Here comes my first disclaimer alert. This video is not to criticize teacher. This video is not to be judgmental and critical. Because maybe even me, when I've been teaching dance for 10 years, then I stopped and I opened this new business and now I am more into coaching. But what I want to mean is like maybe me also at one moment in my dance career, I have been teaching for my own trauma because my own mentor was also teaching a lot from their trauma. But I got to understand that only years after. So I'm not here to judge you. I am just here to say some fact. And again, we can all make mistakes. Even me as a dance coach, I am not perfect. I am not flawless. But what changed between people who do bad things and the others is like how much are you conscious of it. If you are conscious of things, you can always change it. You can always act. You can always, do better. But what I'm gonna here being mostly revealing is about all the people who does that without even knowing it, without even being conscious of it. And also to talk to the people who are teacher here, but maybe also you as a student, because Every teacher has been a student at one moment. And of course, we are all being very much influenced by what we saw, by how we were taught also. So this is why everything is linked. So not here to judge, here to just reveal some fact and try to make things better. So first things, in my opinion, again, the purpose of teaching dance is sharing, transmitting, guiding, helping, but also revealing. I'm going to use a lot this word, I think, in this video, because this is really my philosophy. This is really my values. So the problem is like when this teaching of dance start to turn into, oh, I have to prove my expertise. I have to prove I have good knowledge. I have to prove I know what I'm doing. I have to prove I have the best, but also seeking admiration in the eyes of your student, of the peers, of the industry. Needing to embody this authority in dance, feeling important, like name all of them. All of that is insecurities. Spoiler alert. You are going to also, as a teacher, transmit your insecurities. And you know, I'm going to make a little parallel with that with parenting. I do not have kids, but I see a lot of similarities as being a teacher with the parenting model. In the sense that if your parents got insecure, if your parents have certain trauma they are not aware or they didn't work on, they are most probably gonna transmit that to their kid. And this is how we also got conditioned. We are also carrying burden that was never ours, that got transmitted by our parents. And I feel that in the dance fields, as a dancer, we also got some burden also transmitted by our dance mentor. And what I want to point today is that when some dance teachers never question themselves, not questioning to think, do I am good enough? Do I am doing great? It's only about, do I am really now speaking from a place of where I'm going to empower my student, or I am still speaking from my own personal insecurities? It's just that self-audit and asking yourself what I'm doing right now. And then after, let's be honest with that, there is some people, they know they are not doing this correctly. They know they are doing it only for their ego sense. Those people also exist. And I'm here to talk to the people who just want to do as good as they can. And they just want to be aware about, oh, maybe right now, yes, I have been teaching a lot about from my insecurities. So, and to tell you also as a dancer, if there is some limiting belief you are right now about your dance career, and maybe I've come from this teacher. So it's just to try to really make peace also with a lot of your backup stories maybe, or what is happening right now in your dance career, and just understand, having this awareness to be looking at what is going on and just, okay, I understand what's going on and my worth is not going to be tied to this and that. So when this transmission starts to turn into an insecurity place, it's like, for me, again, being a dance teacher is there to serve your student. Serving your student, again, does not mean like you don't have control over your class or you are just there as a slave of your student. That's not what I mean. But I mean that most of the time when we become a dance teacher, and that was my case, I'm going to say it openly, is because I was good at dance. My dance teacher, mentor, she needed another teacher in her school, and she got me the opportunity. She told me like, yeah, you are good, so come to teach. I will be very honest with you. I never thought I would be a teacher. You would have asked me at the beginning of my professional career when I was just performing, do you want to be a dance teacher? I would like say no. Here we go. So a lot of us first got in this opportunity like very randomly, or just because we associated the idea like, oh, if you are good in dance, then you must teach others. But again, being a teacher is very different, being an instructor, from just being a good dancer. Because now you are going to talk to some other human with their own trauma, their own personal life, their own problem. And you know what? I'm sorry to say that they are going to bring that inside the dance room. Humans are human. Humans have behavior, their pattern. If you think like you will be in dance class, everyone will be always happy, in nice mood because they come there, it's not true. people will come with their problem also in the dance class. Yes, of course, coming to the dance class will make them feel better, but also some days, that some of my students came to the class and they told me at the beginning of the class, look, my grandma just died. I didn't want to miss the class because I think it will be good for me, but I'm just not in the mood. And that's perfectly okay. I know I have to manage with that. I know that today, that's not the day where I will start to really much correct that student. I know that student is there to process also a lot of emotion. And as a teacher, you fucking must understand that. Again, it's my opinion. But for me, I don't see the point of being a teacher that just teaches skills. Like, I don't want you to mistake what I'm saying. Of course, we are teaching skills. But for me, the human part, the human understanding, it's so freaking essential. I'm not saying that you cannot. Of course you can. But it will depend how also you will market that and in which format you want to do. If you are online, you just want to teach skills, random, very precise skills, and you know that people randomly will buy it. There will be maybe hundreds of people buying it, you don't even know them. It's fine. It's another way of teaching. But what I'm talking mostly right now is about presential teaching, or when you are really in relation with someone, not just recorded online, when you have an interaction with the student. This is what I wanted to be more precise. For me, at the moment also you want to help a dancer to become professional, and you see they are good and you want to start to lead them into competition, into the industry, or become themselves a professional dancer, you have some responsibility towards it. And your dance classes, you being a teacher, is not there to serve your own identity, your own ego wound. It's like, yeah, you are serving a bigger purpose with that. And you have to consider the human that is in front of you. And you are not there, sorry to say that, to give them more of your insecurities. When I started my dance career as a professional, I already have millions of fear of things I didn't even experience myself. I had I have one mentor, the first one, and then I got to the second, but both of them, they were freaking obsessed with competition, in the sense like among peers. I didn't know anyone, I didn't know anything in dance. When I started to just learn dance, just as a passionate student, just discovering nothing professional. I already heard my mentor, this dancer did that to me, they did that, they are hypocrite, they are trying to steal your student, they are doing this, doing that. Already have so much terrible image about the dance industry. And more I became professional, then when I got with my second mentor, I found back the same problem. The first one was speaking bad about the second one, and when I got to the second one, they were speaking bad about this one, and this one, and this one. And I'm like, I didn't even did anything. I just have my first 3 or 4 dance contract for Evan, and I was already in my head filled with careful, they will try to take your event, they will try to take your place, they will try to take your student, they will try to do this, they will try to give a bad name, they will do all these horrible things. I didn't know anyone, I didn't done anything, and already I had so much fears and so much ideas about, oh, people could be doing that to me. Actually, I was already prepared and being conditioned for disrespect and competition. And I feel that it's fucking sick. Again, it's my own experience, it's my own opinion, but I consider that a good education, whether it's for parenting or it's for a dance education, let's stay here, you are not there to prepare for the worst case scenario. I do not agree with that, and especially now that I know mindset and manifestation, because when you prepare for the worst case scenario, you are preparing yourself for something bad happening most likely. I don't even want to give an option to bad things happening to me. And I know this is not fucking crazy to do that. It's not delusional. It's not me covering my eyes. It's just the most principle of manifestation. So there is a way, because if you teach empowerment to someone, if you teach them how to be independent, how to be resourceful, even if something unexpected shittily happen, they will know how to handle. They don't need to be prepared. You don't need to run that case scenario 1,000 times in your mind. You absolutely don't need that. And this is why I am saying you can always teach your experience without making it the truth and the general truth. You can tell, if I will be a dance teacher right now, I will do a lot of things differently. No kidding. I even me realized that. I would have said, This is all my experience. This is all I heard, but does not mean you are going to go through this. And you know what? I would prefer teach them to focus on have a good mindset. You are going to manifest great things. Trust yourself. Trust your identity. Follow your soul lead. Follow what you want to do with your artistry. Think good about even the industry, I will say. Because the industry is made by people. People change all the time. People evolve. And the industry is not only one person. There is millions of people. And there is some people, they resonate or no with the general formula. So you can always gather with each other. So that's what I will be teaching. And it's exactly what I teach now inside my Temple of Flow app, inside all my one-to-one coaching. It's about how to trust yourself, develop that self-confidence, develop your own artistry that you trusted so much that all this bullshit you see outside is not even your problem. It's not even affecting you. You just mind your own fucking business and you are happy about it and you have a genuine relationship with other dancers. With that said, here the 4 signs I have been mostly witnessing regarding people who teach really for their ego wound. So again, it could be consciously or not, depend of people. I think some of them, it already happened to me subconsciously. I was not aware of it because I was also transmitted this model. So it's just here to help us to be aware of what could be going on and try to correct ourselves. Because it's the same. Let's imagine you prepare a new dish and at the end it's not coming like you want. You can spend the whole day saying like, oh, the recipe is shit. Maybe they didn't explain it correctly. I don't want to do it anymore. It's too hard. I cannot make this. I'm not capable. But if you know the only problem of your recipe was just the intensity of the heat while cooking, then you know on what you can work on. Then you know where you should put your focus and be careful. Because you know that's the exact point that was the only problem in the recipe. I don't like to say problem, but you know what I want to mean. So it's the same here. If we know and understand better our ego wound, we can do something about it. We can reframe, we can change our mindset, and we can prevent ourselves from transmitting that to our student. One of the first signs is control. It's like everything should always be done exactly how the mentor say, the teacher say, and they are not really open to anything else. It's like they are not encouraging you to explore some other method, some other dance style, some other teacher. And it's like there is a sense of, no, I own my student, they are mine, I decide for them. I think it's a very big toxic trait in the industry, and I feel very bad to having witnessing that a lot. Because dancers see each other in competition, then they are afraid. They are afraid that, oh, if my student go test another dance class, oh, they may like it more than me and they will leave. This is why also a lot of teachers diminish other teachers to be sure their students stay with them in control. I mean, like, if you are good at what you are doing, you have nothing to fear. And again, I know that teachers want to feel as much as possible their dance school, but we are not a fit for every student. And not every student is a fit for us. And dancers have to fucking understand that. You are here teaching your values, your philosophy, your skills, your style, your approach of dance. This is not going to match everyone. And you just have to accept it. Does not mean less about you. It just means if you are a specialist at cooking pasta, why the fuck you are upset if people who want more meat recipe does not come to you? It means nothing, you know? And there is a lot of teachers also who created a kind of cult culture among their dance school, among their teaching. And I do not agree with that. Again, it's my own experience, it's my opinion. You are very welcome to disagree. And if you want to share with us also your own experience about all of that, the comment section is fully open for you to share. I mean, like, in our own conditioning as a human individually, we have already experienced control everywhere. Maybe in school, maybe in your family circle, in the society, in the kind of community you belong. And we are not coming to dance to get more control. Especially that for me, dance is the most free expression of freedom. Art is freedom in my eyes. Freedom of you to express what you want to express in the way you want. So you are not coming here to pay dance classes to get controlled again. You are here for skills. You are paying for something very specific. Maybe it's the methodology of the teacher. Maybe it's just the skills. Maybe it's just their musicality. You are paying for something, but absolutely not paying to be controlled. Artists claim all the time to be the free spirit, the one who changed societies. Yet, all artist industry are all about control, rules, and this is yes, this is no. How that is a paradox. The second sign is your mentor always, or teachers, needing validation. They need like that admiration from you and the others because that's kind of their emotional fuel. They seek constant visibility, to be always at the top of the flyer, to be like, oh, they always have to be tagged, they always have to be mentioned. Like, it's like their name should always be in your mouth. Then again, you are not being a dance teacher to get the validation you didn't got through someone else, through your student. They are not there to play that role. And sometimes I see how dancers can take their head for silly things that I always feel like it's make nonsense. You're just torturing yourself. Dancer who does that, they just torture themselves. And it's very important that you understand where comes this need of validation. Of course, from conditioning and childhood, it's always the same it's always the same topic, the same things. But now, if you are aware about it, you can do something about it. Also, understanding that you don't need validation. You just need to be yourself. That's it. But some people crave love. Some people crave admiration because maybe they didn't get from their parents or some other. Many reasons can be there. But again, your student is not there to play that role. And I remember that I was really loyal to my mentor to the point that I was always mentioning her name publicly. I was not afraid to say, yes, I am with her, yes, I am supporting her, because there were a lot of dirty politics there. She was very hated. There were a lot of people against. So positioning yourself with her could close a lot of doors as well. And I was so much loyal to her, to being her student. I know all the opportunity she gave to me. So I wanted so much to show my loyalty. And I saw how much it was important for her, all this validation, that I was doing it. But sometimes also people will tell me like, no, it's not about validation. She was right. It's about like, she gave you this opportunity. So you have to mention her. It's like, it's ethical. It's being professionalism. We are in the gray area. About what people call professionalism and ethic. It's sometimes also hiding some wound and some ego stuff. So I would say yes, but when it become like always a pattern coming again, I mean like we are past the ethical stuff. My opinion again. So I remember, this video is going to be a little long, I think. I remember once I was organizing the show of my school, and of course I wanted to officially invite my mentor to dance and to be like the special guest. And there was also one of her students that I used some time to collaborate with, that for me was going to be one of the biggest dancers in this industry, but I don't know what happened after because we all cut contact. But I mean, like, I wanted to invite both of them. So my mentor and her student, the former dancer she was taking care of. And when I do the flyer and the design, I just did naturally. I put myself and I put both of them. And I don't remember if I put on the back the school and like a group of students. I don't really remember that part. I just remember, of course, there was us. And I remember her calling me and telling me like, there is a problem with the flyer. I don't like it. And I was like, what's wrong? And she was telling me like, I cannot be at the same level position and the same size in the flyer than my student. Because I am famous. I am the big mentor. I cannot have a student in the same level as me. And I was like, is she kidding? Is it really serious when she say that? I'm like, it's among us. That's how I was seeing it. I was seeing us like the same family. I was like, we all belong to her school somehow. I shared her school for some time. Now I was in my school, and I was like, it's all among us. We know each other. We are supposed to all be friends. And I was like, are you kidding? And I did not change the flyer. And she was upset about it. And I was like, what kind of fucking ego is that? Maybe some of you will think like, and I'm completely open to that, you maybe think like, no, she was right. There is an order in position of flyer. It means something because it's going to be seen publicly and everything. Like, this is not a festival. This is my dance school show. That's not a festival. You know? So, even this kind of rank and position, like, can be another debate. But to say that this is where ego wound is too much talking. It makes you say things that, for me, it's completely silly. And you being ready to be upset for your position inside the flyer tells a lot about your wound. And I even be the one feeling sorry for you, because how much pain you're going to carry in all what's going to happen in your life then, if that itself upsets you. If your position in the flyer tells about your worth, you cannot tie your worth to a position on the flyer. With that said, one of the other signs, it's proving your worth. And I think I have been in this one. I will be very honest. Subconsciously, I have been in this one and I didn't know it. It's after when I stopped my school and I work on all this mindset manifestation, when I studied more human behavior, I already have a pretty good knowledge about human behavior that I think helped me to be a good teacher. I always have good feedback that I was understanding people and everything, but that I always knew how to read the room and to adapt to that. But I think I was in the pattern of trying to prove myself. Of course, I was a new teacher. I was young. I remember having students, when I was starting to replace my teacher in her school. And I will tell everyone does what the fuck they want. But if it will be now, I will refuse. Because people pay to be with someone. Of course, they don't want to see someone else coming to teach the class because the teacher cannot be there. I can understand that. Purely. And then I need to prove that I deserve to replace her. I need to prove I knew enough, I was good enough, knowing that both of us were completely different. And she had some North Africa origin. I have only French origin, okay? And I remember when I came one day into the school to teach belly dance, to replace her, there were some other student that has the same origin like my mentor. And one of them looked at me like, already, I always heard I look younger than my age. And at that time, it was even worse, I think. And when I entered in the class, everyone thought I was a student until they saw me start to put the music and being on the desk. And and one came and asked me like, is that you, the teacher? And I'm like, yeah. And I remember one of the girls say, I am not here to learn belly dance from my country with a French girl, with a white girl. We are not going to talk about that, but I'm just saying so I needed to prove myself. And the problem, when you are teaching from a wound where you are trying to prove yourself, you're always in demonstration. You're always trying to prove yourself. And how you will lead even the energy and the class is always about, look what I can see, look what I can do, look, we can do this, we can do that, I know this, I know that. You are not in peace. And you carry with you this energy of, look, I need to prove, I need to feel legit. So, of course, disrespect can come. Because somehow in your subconscious, you expect it. Because you have to prove. Even you need to prove to yourself. So, if even you are not on board with yourself, imagine with others. So, of course, you can attract disrespect in the room. You can attract a problem inside the class. And I have been there also. I only had the problem when I was replacing my mentor. When I got in my own school, since it was my school, my rules, only me, they paid to be with me, blah, blah, blah. I didn't have those problems. But I have it over this time. Because also I was under the pressure of, my mentor told me that, then we have to do this, like that. And there was always a double dialogue with students, and of course they could feel it. So all to say, if you are right now teaching and you feel like you need to prove yourself as a teacher, I will tell you right away, no, you have nothing to prove. Okay? So don't teach from proving place, teach from what you love to do, your philosophy, your methodology, because it will start to create a weird dynamic with your student. I'm telling you that. That's not a good place to be teaching from. And the last point, maybe one of the most dirty in this video, it's about the jealousy and all the unethical behavior. And really, like, a lot of things fall inside this bucket. It's like the entire package of all the trauma of one person can carry, and it's going to spill it all over without even have a self-questionment, a self-audit at any moment. And also, it is that feeling that have a lot of dancer and teacher about others can take away from me, my student, my reputation, my bookings, and my money, stuff like that. That's the worst place to be. It creates a lot of toxic relationship with your peers, with your student, and like you, I'm sorry, but you are becoming a horrible teacher. Even though you can be the best at your skills. You know what I mean. So, especially that I have seen also teachers being jealous of their own students. And that's another kind of bullshit about all this jealousy, about you cannot be a teacher if you have all this fear, in the sense like you are not there. It combines everything. You are not there to prove yourself. You are not there to get validation. You are not there to control your student. You are there to reveal them, teach them. They grow upon you. They do a better career than you. Fine, be happy. Tell that, yeah, I was a small part in their journey, and you just be proud about it. And just be proud. Me, I'm always happy when I see my client, they are blooming, they are becoming better, they feel better, they come to tell me, oh, I could achieve this, I could done that. And I don't take credit for it like, oh yeah, it's because I was there. I'm just saying like, that's what I want from them. That's what the result I hope for them. If I want people to be in my world, because I want to see them succeed, and I want to be sitting with my popcorn and watching them succeed, that's all I want. That's my own satisfaction. So, but the way I, again, help my client, whether it's in one-to-one coaching or in all the course inside Temple of Flow, link in the description below, is to reveal you. It's not to give you my methodology, my philosophy, my point of view, my values. No, it's to help you uncover what's yours fully, top to bottom. And I have a very specific methodology to help you reveal what's you. I think it's my genius zone, and I think like I am someone doing it in a very amazing way. That's what I think. And I don't feel in competition with any other coach, business, mentor, whatever, because I own my own methodology. It's mine. So I have nothing to fear from anyone else. And this is what you should understand with your dance also, as a teacher, as just a dancer. Like, stop to fear that anyone is taking everything from you and there is scarcity everywhere. It's not true. People will buy, will stay with you, will stick to you, will look at you for what you have so specific and unique and how you portray yourself. If you want to play the dirty game and the toxic game, it's up to you. Again, I'm just here to say, like, I know there's a lot of people who doesn't want that anymore. So, for me, to finish, it's like a good teaching. For me, a good teacher, apart from the skills, because we all for me, having the good skills, knowing the anatomy, knowing how to see in your student if they have any body problem, how to be careful, knowing when you can push them, knowing when you cannot, all this psychology, human behavior, the dance skill itself, the anatomy, all of that, I consider that's mandatory. I consider that's just obvious. So let's not talk about it. I'm talking to these people who already have that. You will be also a great teacher when you will know how to empower others and reveal them. Again, empowering others is not given to everyone because it asks you to be selfless little. It asks you to really turn and look at your student, to see their interest, to see how you can help them, and not just you being beautiful, glamorous costume, nice, being seen, being having all the student eyes looking at like that when you are doing a complex movement. It's not just that. Come on, okay, we all have a little narcissism, that's why we are alive, but I mean, like, it's mostly also looking at them. They are maybe the one who need validation, but also teach them how to don't need validation and to trust themselves. And again, for me, a good teacher is not there to build dependency. my opinion, my philosophy again. I don't like teachers who make them feel like, oh, you absolutely need me. You cannot go see others. Do like I am saying. I know better. You need to ask my opinion. You need to ask my feedback on each and everything you are doing. I don't think that is being a good teacher. I am thinking that it's just being a control freak, like maybe your parent was. I told you this video was gonna be spicy. So, that to say, if you are a teacher right now, and I'm sure you're an honest, genuine person. If you are sticking in my world, if you are looking at my video, I assume you are this kind of person. Don't just too bad yourself. If sometimes you feel like, oh my God, I think I have done that. I think I have did that. It's okay. We can all learn. We are not flawless. But as long as you're aware, you know, and you want to try to change things, you are a great person. You are doing a great job. And if you are thinking about becoming a teacher, maybe do yourself this little self-audit about how you want to lead your dance class. What do you want to teach? What's going to be your methodology? And to be sure that, okay, I am there to, of course, teach what I love, to show them my world, my universe in dance, but also to be sure that I'm going to have that balance between listening to your student and trying to understand them, and at the same time maintain the class, in the sense like you cannot be like you are not a slave of your student, you know, to build that mutual respect and knowing that, yeah, it's your class, you lead, but be a good leader. That's what I want to mean. So with that said, I hope this video has been useful for you. If you want to share any of your experience with anything I have said in this video, you can go to the comment section below. I will be really happy to read you. Know that if you want really to have your dance career on your term, work on your mindset pattern, and really be that dancer who feel completely fulfilled by themselves, no need any validation, you go to the description below, Temple of Flow app. There is a free space, there is a challenge, there is a lot of audio and training that are already gonna guide you a lot. And if you are really decided to commit to really have this dance career exactly like you want, and talk about being hypnotic on stage, really build your authenticity, understand your dance archetype, build your dance signature, how to be productive without hustling and burning out, the membership activated has everything for you that you need. So with that said, thank you very much for being here, and see you again next week. Oh no, not next week, what I'm talking about. Next day on Thursday, sorry.